Yes, that was a bit of a smart bowling by Danish. Abdullah Rauf wanted to go for a sweep shot, then decided to leave it at the last moment.
Plonking that front foot outside the line suggests that he wants the heave. He wants the heave. Will get the distance too. Rauf doesn't want to miss out on the party that Asif is hosting in the middle. If you can hit a 6, you gain entry. What a shot. This is 6 hittings made look so simple. Third appointment with the boundary rope in this over the bowler's got.
This is terrific batting by both Asif and Rauf.
Bam, goes again and gets it in the gap again. 4 taken. Azam was running, but he still felt like he was taking his own sweet time. It bounced not once but twice before it reached the boundary rope. 3 overs gone, 60 for no loss.
Bousher Busters have just raced to 60 in 3 overs. Afzal, the new bowler, what treatment would he be met, Suhas, after the 3 bowlers have been sent to the kitchen sink?
Afzal would want to at least take some time while he bowls Afzal Khan and get the momentum back to his side. Slow things down here. Amir Kaleem's persisting with spinners, and one of them is flighting the ball as if it's a 4-day game. Outfield is not helping the batter at this moment. And Mukeet comes around. Mukeet comes around. 2 more runs taken in the process. Well,
Everything happening out there.
I'll tell you what. The outfield is a little slow, and we took 3.1 overs to find that out because the ball usually did not touch the outfield.
Quite true. And this one, Jishan Siddiqui giving a chase, struggling to meet the ball, and the younger Mukeet comes in darting from behind. That's experience, age, and the youth in one frame.
Khuwair Warriors have a lot of thinking to do, of course. Oh, that was slapped straight back. Long on and long off. They look at each other. And in eye moments, perhaps suggest you are the one to pick up and throw, because fielding is not an option. Asif is in great form.
No respite there. If there are 6s and 4s in the previous over, he has another 4 just after a double. This time he hits it straight as an arrow. It races to the side screen.
I'm just wondering, why is there so much flight on the ball once again for a man who is already hitting it so well? 50 comes up for Asif. 50 of just 15 deliveries. This has been a 6-hitting fest from Asif. Take a bow, man. You deserve it. You've set this ground alight, and you're doing a world of good to Bousher Busters' net run rate as well. Not only is this target achievable, but this target is now achievable with wickets in hand and a lot of balls to spare as well. Asif Khan, 54 or just 15.
They've toyed with the bowling of Khuwair Warriors. Asif has raced to 54 of just 15. He's bludgeoned the attack with 6s and 4s.
Would be very interesting to see if he flights the ball to Rauf as well. He is doing so. Rauf was trying to go inside out. There is a sense of irreverence to the fielders in the deep. It's not like they're attempting a shot at a place where there is no fielder. There are at the edge of the boundary rope. Still he's going for the 6 and collecting the 6 runs.
And they made a mockery of the run chase. 21 of 37 needed now. This time he connects it again. And it's another 6. 6 is coming in plenty.
Oh, that's the end of the over as well. What a shot to end the over. More flight as the over progressed. 4 overs gone. 79 for no loss.
Right arm over. Only choice ball right arm over. Next up.
There's a guest of honor which was there on the screen, Anurup, seasoned journalist for Oman Daily Observer.
Mukeeth has been introduced into the attack. Mukeeth Ahmed. Asif is marching to his own drum beats over here. That's a very good delivery first up. And our colleagues, Mikhail Vaswani towards the left of your screen and Shoaib Ahmed towards the right.
Enjoying the sixes and the boundaries from the ropes.
That was a slower delivery, of course. Now this game can also be completed in soft singles around the park. Don't you think so? These are Asif's cricketing hits. What a shot. Every single shot was proving that there is no half measure. It's just not there in his dictionary. Catcher is the call. This will be taken. Good catch completed by Arjun. Mukeeth picks up a wicket, but is that a tad bit late? Because Bousher Busters are standing at the brink of victory here. Perhaps the only mistake Asif has made today, and that has cost him his wicket. Otherwise, everything was going outside the park. The attempt was to go outside the park with this one as well, but a good catch by Arjun.
He was meddling the ball so well. This was the only time when he didn't meddle it. It got a thick edge and it went straight. Asif Khan, 18 balls, 56. 6 sixes and 3 fours. Caught Arjun Suresh, bowled Mukeeth. Bousher Busters, 81 for 1 after 4.3.
Leg stump. Right arm over, 3 to come.
Adnan Ilyas comes in after the fall of Asif, who played a spectacular innings. And this time Adnan gets off a mark with a nice touch, nice cut. And that's 4 to start his innings.
This is buffet bowling. This is absolutely buffet bowling. No one's putting the pressure here on Bousher Busters, despite a wicket, a freebie for Adnan. He just had to show it the way. Third man inside the circle, no chance stopping that. Runs required in single digits. 9 required now. Once again, he wants to pepper the same area, but this time will pick up a single. Roth has been so good not only in striking the ball a long way, but also recognizing singles when he's at the non-striker's end.
That's very sensible batting and cricketing sense what he has displayed. Shows the character of the batter.
Mind you, his innings might slightly be overshadowed by what Asif was able to achieve, but 25 of 9 is not an easy task as well. Now he'll be feeling that he's missed out on this one, Roth. Khuwair Warriors need to pull their socks up here. They are in complete disarray. 5 overs gone. 87 for 1.
सही है coming right Arjun देख ले
5 overs gone, 87 for 1. Asif Khan departed after a tremendous 56 of just 18 balls. Mukeet finally got rid of him. Abdul Rauf still out there, and that is spelling misery for Khuwair Warriors. Arjun Dhiman has been introduced, but at a time when he can make less impact to the game. Change in voices here. I welcome Mikhail Vaswani alongside me. That's been hit well. He's calling for two. And two would be possible. Today, anything in the world would be possible for Bousher Busters.
Khuwair Warriors, for the moment, will like to label themselves rather as wounded warriors, because Bousher Busters have just come out to the park and decimated them with bat and ball. Asif Khan, Abdul Rauf Atala, how well has he played? 28 of 11, perfect foil, second fiddle, never got carried away when Asif was going big. Great team.
The flighting hasn't stopped. This should be taken. It is. He's a very good cricketer, this man who took the catch, Aditya. Every time the balls come to him, he's taken it. Sometimes the boundary rope has misbehaved, according to him.
Oh yes, he did take one catch, but his foot touched the boundary rope, which was signal 6. And this time though, in complete composure there, going with the turn, got the toe end of the bat, and Aditya Parag, he's a very fine cricketer in the making. That ball was travelling as well, and under lights, you can always be blinded. Abdul Rauf, 28 of 12, continues to do the good job for Bousher Busters. And they are 89 for 2 in the 6th over.
चल लेफ्टी है अर्जुन अर्जुन सेम
हाँ मिडिल ओके मिडिल बॉल
5.2, 89 for 2. Sufyan Mahmood's come out to bat. And what a time to come out and bat.
चल चल चल
Strike rate of 160. Loves hitting sixes, especially on the leg side.
well bowled अर्जुन
Now he's also allowed to play dot deliveries this time around because the equation is well under control.
Sufyan would like to go back to the dugout, shaking hands with the players in the middle after scoring the winning runs. He's not got ample opportunities, gives the charger,
well done
unable to get off the mark, but it's been a complete performance with Bousher Busters. This will be their 4th win. It'll take them to the top 4 as well as of now. If they get past this total, they need 5 and 26. Just a matter of time.
5 required 26.
well bowled अर्जुन no run keeper
Arjun Suresh has been making the opposition fight for every single run. Puts in the dive. But it's such a treat to watch, isn't it? Not giving it up. Not giving up till the last moment. It's not over until it is.
You talk about the dives they're putting in the field, but their performance has nosedived.
अर्जुन big
Suhas.
shot coming lads
Khuwair Warriors in D20 to D10, it's been an abysmal turnaround.
What do you think is the cause of that? Now, that's a very good delivery. Saw that the batter was charging. We'll keep the chat alive. 6 overs gone, 89 for 2.
एक यहाँ से आएगा एक पीछे जाएगा कोई नहीं नहीं आप अंदर हो अंदर हो अंदर हो अंदर हो अर्जुन 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 सामने शाबाश मुकी
Muzahir Raza's bowling figures will spell the story here for Khuwair Warriors. 31 in 1 over was taken to all parts of the ground by Asif. And after that, they've just not been able to recover. This is a very sorry bowling card of Khuwair Warriors. Their batting too has struggled. Navneet Krishnan, for a change, is taking a breather from umpiring duties.
White ball signaled. Mukeet gets another over because he was successful in the first one as well in effacing of Asif.
You made a good point, Suhas. What could be the real reason of Khuwair Warriors not being able to do the same kind of blitzkriegs they did in D20? You've got to believe this is a new concept introduced to the youngsters, to Oman cricket, and even to the senior players.
Comfortable height. One of his favourite shots. Easily put away for 4. That'll be victory as well for Bousher Busters. Adnan just confirming, do I need to bat a little bit more because I would love to. 94 for 2 Bousher Busters as they reach the target with 8 wickets in hand. and they reached so in aplomb. This has been a game to remember for the Double Bs in so many ways. Asif Khan getting a tremendous half century, and 4 wickets for Fawad with the ball in hand, 3 of them coming in the very first over. A tidy performance led by Prithvi Machi. They have been off days, but today he has been a terrific leader as well.
And it's been a turnaround in performance here for Bousher Busters. They began well, they had a stutter in the between, and now they've come back to winning ways as well. So they'll take it with both hands, and they couldn't have asked for a better side than Khuwair Warriors. That's because they have struggled all through this tournament. They're still not registered their first win. They've had 6 losses in a row. Khuwair Warriors go back dejected, but Bousher Busters can now hope that they will spring in a few surprises as they storm into the top 4 for the moment.
Oh, what a way to get there as well. A statement sent to all the other teams that this is what we're capable of. Prithvi Machi back to winning ways, and he will be a very happy skipper indeed for the way his boys have performed, and we would really hope that this is just a start. Come the big games, his boys will step up. This team has seen it all. It seems this team has seen the highs, the lows, the change of format's not working for them. Lot to learn as well. They're clicking as individual players, not as a team, and that's always a point of concern for Khuwair Warriors. Bousher Busters with a bat in hand, complete 94 for 2 in just 6.1 overs. Courtesy Asif Khan's 56 of just 18 balls. Abdul Rauf contributed with this 28 of just 12.
Oh yes, contrasting analysis when it comes to the bowling performance, because we can not talk much about it or rave much about it. Everyone going for runs, 31, an economy of 10, 19, 19, and only Arjun Suraj Dhiman may have got a wicket in its 1 over for 2 runs, but it was very late in the day. This means a confirmation. The Bousher Busters have gone on to win this game. It was batting at its very best and 6 hitting that looked effortless. In this particular over, it was Asif who took Muzahir for 31 runs in 6 deliveries of Muzahir's bowling, and this pretty much sealed the deal for Bousher Busters. He just took a liking to the square leg mid-wicket region and sometimes also went over long on as Muzahir was given treatment in the middle.
Well, the left bottom corner of your screen might say highlights, but don't worry, even if you consider the whole game that you missed, it was just highlights indeed. Everything was going outside the park or outside the rope. Fabulous hitting from both the batters, Asif and Rauf, who made the game. And towards the end, Adnan came in, scored a couple of boundaries and completed the chase with ease. Abdul Rauf's batting, especially on the leg side, was such a treat to watch. This is Asif's departure, but it was a tad bit too late. And Adnan came in a very cheeky mood today, while Rauf continued the assault. It was a very good catch by Aditya Parag to get rid of Rauf, of course, but by the time that catch was taken, it was a day late and a dollar shot.
Yes, and the confirmation once again suggesting, when we show you the match summaries, batting first Khuwair Warriors never looked like going. Though Azam Ali played the Lone Ranger's role, he never had support at the other end. Fawad Ali was simply superb this evening. 3 wickets in his very first over. He finished for 4 for 12, and in the chase it was an Asif Khan display. 56 of 18, supported by Abdul Rauf, and they made little work of Khuwair Warriors in the middle. And this means that Bousher Busters win this equation by 8 wickets and also go to the top 4 in this points table. A much needed 4th win in the tournament for them, and a look at the points table will always give us an indication of where they are. There you can see Bousher Busters with this win and a game in hand. They have 8 points. They have a chance to go to number 10, but they have boosted their net run rate as well at this point in time. It's the Kurum Thunders and Ruby Rangers right now ruling the roost. Amerat Royals have a game later in the day. Can they make it count and move to 10? Will be remain to be seen. But Khuwair Warriors with this loss now go to the bottom of the points table with a negative net run rate of minus 4.27, and they have Darse Titans for company, who have not got going as well. Gubra Giants have a chance to just redeem themselves and feel good by the end of the tournament. We'll head into a short break, but when we come back, we will bring you the chase.
Good evening and welcome. We've seen a very different Bousher busters in this edition of Fan Code D10. Well, they've been making a habit of busting the other teams, and today is no different. Bousher busters taking on Khuwair Warriors and had an absolutely all-round performance, first with the ball and then with the bat. A lot of notable performances in that Bousher busters bowling and batting. We'll get to that, but before that, let me introduce to you a very special guest who's joined me for the post-match presentation. It is Mr. Anurup Atiparambat. He's the sports editor for Oman Observer. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, the presentation party, we've got to announce the man of the match, the player of the match, and quite a few notable performances. Fawad Ali took 4 wickets and gave away just 12 runs in his 2 overs. It was a brilliant bowling performance, but one man stood out today, and it was Asif Khan, who hit 5 sixes in an over. Just missed by 1 ball, but nevertheless a very significant, a very important innings for Bousher busters. So he's the man of the match, he's the player of the match for tonight. Asif Khan scoring 56 of 18 deliveries. Well done, Asif. He gets the man of the match memento, and he also gets a gift hamper from Oud Amna. Thank you so much. आसिफ, बहुत ही बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस. पहले तो वो 6 छक्कों की बात करेंगे. 5 लगे ज़रूर. छठे की कोशिश की थी आपने?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है. हाँ, 5 छक्के मारे. फिर मैंने बोला यार एक बॉल उसका रोक लेना चाहिए. मेरे दिल में थोड़ा वो आ गया, उसके लिए रिस्पेक्ट आ गया. मैं बोला अगर 6 छक्के मारेगा तो पता नहीं, वो बच्चा है, फ्यूचर है ओमान का, तो इसलिए मेरा दिल में थोड़ा वो आ गया. नहीं, मैंने जानबूझ के रोक लिया उसको.
आपने बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की, और ये बताइए D10 में हमने देखा है ऐसी बैटिंग की ज़रूरत होती है, तो कोई ख़ास तैयारी करते हैं आप ऐसे मैचेस के लिए?
सर बस मेहनत करते हैं और अपने मेहनत पे बिलीव रखते हैं. और T10 एक शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट है, जिस मतलब इसमें आप जितना जल्दी एडजस्ट हो जाता है तो वही इतना अच्छा रहता है. बस मेहनत करते हैं सर, और अपने मेहनत भी बिलीव रखते हैं. दैट्स ऑल.
चलिए, बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस रहा है आपका, और उम्मीद करते हैं ये 5 आपने पिछले इस मैच में मारे, आगे चल के 6 भी मारे.
इंशाल्लाह सर, कोशिश करूँगा नेक्स्ट टाइम.
All the best, do well.
Thank you sir, thank you.
That was Asif Khan, the player of the game for this game against Al Khuwair Warriors. Right now, we have to get into a short break, but stay tuned because we've got another match coming up. It is Rui Rangers taking on Darset Titans. Do not go anywhere, stay locked.